Stories and Documentary Network. The Hopi people, often referred to as the Peaceful Ones, or People of Peace, stand as a testament to the enduring spirit of Native American cultures. Nestled in the arid landscapes of northeastern Arizona, the Hopi have preserved a unique way of life that transcends centuries, weaving together a rich tapestry of traditions, spirituality, and sustainable practices. The Hopi people's origin is deeply entwined with the sprawling landscapes of the American Southwest. Archaeological evidence suggests that the Hopi, as part of the broader Puebloan culture, have inhabited the region for over a millennium. The ancient ruins of villages like Old Oraibi, considered one of the oldest continuously inhabited communities in the United States, stand as silent witnesses to the enduring presence of the Hopi. The Hopi migration story is a narrative woven into the fabric of their cultural identity. According to Hopi oral traditions, their ancestors emerged into the world through various underworlds, guided by spiritual beings. This migration culminated in the establishment of villages on the mesas, forming the foundation for the unique social and spiritual practices that define Hopi culture. The Hopi people, surrounded by diverse Native American tribes, engaged in intricate networks of trade, cultural exchange, and occasional conflicts. The Hopi were particularly connected to their neighbors, including the Navajo and the Zuni. Trade routes crisscrossed the Southwest, facilitating the exchange of goods, ideas, and cultural practices. Interactions with neighboring tribes were characterized by a delicate balance of cooperation and competition. Ceremonial exchanges played a crucial role in maintaining peaceful relationships, fostering a sense of interconnectedness among the different indigenous communities. This intricate web of relationships added layers of complexity to the Hopi's cultural tapestry. The arrival of European explorers and settlers in the Americas marked a pivotal moment in the history of the Hopi people. Initially, the Hopi experienced disruptions in their established trade routes and encountered new technologies and animals. However, as the Spanish colonization of the Southwest intensified, so did the challenges faced by the Hopi. The imposition of mission systems, the introduction of new crops, and the spread of diseases had profound effects on Hopi society. While some aspects of their culture adapted to the changing circumstances, others faced a significant threat. The Spanish attempts to suppress indigenous spiritual practices and replace them with Christianity led to tensions, sparking a series of uprisings, most notably the Pueblo Revolt of 1680, where the Hopi played a significant role. At the heart of Hopi society lies a complex system of clans and kinship, forming the social fabric that binds the community together. The Hopi are organized into matrilineal clans, each with its unique responsibilities, ceremonies, and ancestral lineages. These clans, such as the Bear Clan or the Sun Clan, play a crucial role in the transmission of cultural knowledge and the continuation of traditional practices. The concept of matrilineality is central to Hopi identity, as membership in a clan is determined by one's maternal lineage. This system fosters a deep sense of interconnectedness, emphasizing the importance of community and shared responsibilities. Hopi ceremonies often involve the participation of specific clans, highlighting the collaborative nature of their social structure. Hopi governance is deeply rooted in tradition and spirituality. The villages, each governed independently, are led by a council of religious and clan leaders. The village chief, known as the Kikmingwi, holds a central role in decision-making, guided by the wisdom of elders and the spiritual leaders of various clans. Decisions within the Hopi community are often reached through a consensus-building process. This inclusive approach emphasizes communal harmony and ensures that the diverse perspectives within the village are considered. The Kachina societies, spiritual fraternities dedicated to the worship of Katsinam, spiritual entities, also play a role in governance, contributing to the balance between the spiritual and earthly realms. Hopi society recognizes the complementary roles of men and women, each contributing to the overall balance of community life. While certain responsibilities are gender-specific, the Hopi maintain a holistic view of gender roles, acknowledging the unique strengths and contributions of both men and women. In ceremonial life, men often perform specific rituals, such as the Kachina dances, while women contribute through their expertise in pottery, weaving, and other traditional arts. The matrilineal clan system ensures that women play a vital role in the transmission of cultural knowledge and the continuity of Hopi traditions. In daily life, men and women collaborate in agricultural activities, with farming considered a communal endeavor. At the core of Hopi spirituality lies a profound cosmological framework that intertwines the natural and spiritual realms. The Hopi envision a multi-layered universe, comprising the physical world, the world of spirits, and the various celestial planes. This intricate cosmology shapes their understanding of existence and influences every aspect of Hopi life. In Hopi cosmology, the earth is seen as a living entity, and the mesas upon which their villages are built are regarded as sacred connections between the earthly and spiritual domains. The sky, the sun, and the moon are revered celestial entities, each with its own significance in the cyclical nature of Hopi life. This interconnected worldview guides their spiritual practices, ceremonies, and daily interactions. Central to Hopi religious life are the Kachina, benevolent spirit beings that act as intermediaries between the Hopi people and the divine. These sacred beings are believed to bring blessings, fertility, and protection to the community. The Kachina spirits are personified through elaborately crafted dolls, known as Kachina dolls, which play a pivotal role in Hopi ceremonies. Kachina ceremonies are intricate, seasonally based rituals that honor and invoke the blessings of these spiritual entities. The ceremonies involve masked dancers who represent specific Kachina, performing elaborate dances that convey sacred stories and teachings. Through these ceremonies, the Hopi seek to maintain a harmonious relationship with the spiritual world, ensuring the well-being of the community and the balance of nature. Harmony and balance are fundamental tenets of Hopi spirituality, reflecting a deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. The Hopi believe in the delicate equilibrium that must be maintained between the natural world, the spiritual realm, and human existence. This balance is expressed in their agricultural practices, daily rituals, and interactions with the environment. The Hopi acknowledge the cyclical nature of life, symbolized by the changing seasons and celestial events. Through their ceremonies and prayers, they seek to align themselves with the natural rhythms of the earth, fostering a sense of reciprocity and gratitude. This spiritual philosophy extends beyond human relationships to encompass the entire ecosystem, emphasizing the interconnected web of life. Hopi pottery stands as a testament to the artistic prowess and cultural heritage of the Hopi people. Renowned for its intricate designs and distinctive style, Hopi pottery reflects a deep connection to the land and the traditions passed down through generations. The creation of pottery is not merely a utilitarian endeavor but a spiritual and cultural practice. Hopi pottery is characterized by its thin walls, smooth surfaces, and elegant shapes. The designs, often geometric and symbolic, convey spiritual meanings and stories rooted in Hopi cosmology. Common motifs include rain clouds, Kachina figures, and other symbols representing the interconnectedness of the natural and spiritual worlds. The process of creating Hopi pottery involves gathering clay from specific locations, forming the vessels by hand, and firing them using traditional techniques. The entire process is imbued with spiritual significance, as potters invoke prayers and ceremonies to infuse the vessels with positive energy. Each piece of pottery becomes a tangible expression of Hopi identity, preserving ancient techniques while adapting to contemporary artistic trends. Kachina dolls hold a special place in Hopi ceremonies and artistic expression. These meticulously crafted dolls, carved from cottonwood roots, represent the various Kachina, the spiritual beings central to Hopi religious life. Kachina ceremonies, held throughout the year, involve the participation of dancers adorned in elaborate costumes resembling specific Kachina, bringing these spiritual entities to life. The creation of Kachina dolls is a highly skilled craft passed down through generations. Each doll is a unique work of art, reflecting the creativity and precision of the Hopi artisans. The dolls serve both ceremonial and educational purposes, as they are often given to children to help them learn about Hopi spirituality and the significance of the Kachina. The role of Kachina dolls extends beyond the physical representation of spiritual entities. They embody the continuity of Hopi cultural practices and the transmission of sacred knowledge. Through these dolls, the Hopi bridge the gap between the spiritual and material worlds, fostering a deeper understanding of their cosmology and traditions. Hopi basketry and weaving traditions showcase the skillful artistry and cultural ingenuity of the Hopi people. Utilizing locally sourced materials such as yucca, sumac, and rabbitbrush, Hopi weavers create intricate baskets and textiles that serve both utilitarian and ceremonial purposes. Basketry, in particular, holds cultural significance in Hopi life. Baskets are crafted with meticulous attention to detail, featuring geometric patterns and symbolic designs. These patterns often convey stories, myths, or aspects of Hopi cosmology, making each basket a narrative expression of the weaver's cultural heritage. Weaving traditions extend beyond the creation of baskets to include textiles used in ceremonies and daily life. Hopi women engage in the art of loom weaving, producing beautifully patterned textiles that may be used in clothing or as ceremonial offerings. These woven creations are not only functional but also carry deep spiritual meaning, connecting the weaver to the traditions of her ancestors. The agricultural practices of the Hopi people are deeply rooted in the arid landscape of the American Southwest, where sustainable farming methods have sustained them for centuries. The unique topography of mesas and canyons has shaped Hopi farming into a harmonious interaction between the people and the land. Hopi farmers cultivate a variety of crops, including corn, beans, and squash, often referred to as the Three Sisters. These crops are selected for their complementary growth patterns, as corn provides a natural trellis for beans, and squash shades the soil, reducing water evaporation. This intercropping technique maximizes yield while promoting soil health. To combat the arid conditions, the Hopi have developed ingenious farming methods such as terracing and dry farming. Terracing involves creating step-like structures on the sides of mesas, enabling better water retention and preventing soil erosion. Dry farming relies on capturing and conserving rainwater, utilizing the natural contours of the land to channel water to crops. For the Hopi, agriculture is not merely a means of sustenance. It is a sacred practice interwoven with spirituality. The planting and harvesting seasons are marked by ceremonial rituals, prayers, and dances that honor the deities associated with fertility and agriculture. The Hopi believe in maintaining a harmonious relationship with the earth, acknowledging that the success of their crops is tied to spiritual balance. The planting ceremony, known as Powamu, is a crucial event in the Hopi agricultural calendar. During this ceremony, prayers are offered, and rituals are performed to ensure a bountiful harvest. The Kachina, revered spiritual beings, are invoked to bless the fields and provide guidance to the farmers. Harvest ceremonies, such as the Neeman ceremony, celebrate the culmination of the agricultural cycle, expressing gratitude for the sustenance provided by the land. The Hopi view their role as caretakers of the earth, entrusted with the responsibility to honor and respect the natural order. This spiritual connection to agriculture fosters a profound sense of stewardship, reinforcing the understanding that sustainable farming practices are not only essential for survival but are integral to the spiritual well-being of the community. Sustainability is a cornerstone of Hopi communities, reflecting a holistic approach to living in harmony with the environment. The traditional farming practices of the Hopi, adapted to the arid conditions of the Southwest, inherently promote sustainability. The emphasis on conservation, water management, and soil health ensures the long-term viability of agricultural practices. Hopi communities actively engage in initiatives to preserve and revitalize their traditional farming methods. Efforts include the revitalization of heirloom crops, the sharing of agricultural knowledge among generations, and the integration of modern techniques that align with sustainable principles. Many Hopi farmers also participate in seed-saving programs to safeguard the genetic diversity of their traditional crops. The commitment to sustainability extends beyond agriculture to other aspects of daily life. Hopi villages incorporate eco-friendly practices, such as water conservation and waste reduction, to minimize their environmental impact. The interconnectedness of spiritual beliefs and sustainable living underscores the Hopi commitment to maintaining a balanced relationship with the earth, recognizing that their well-being is intricately tied to the health of the land. Through these efforts, the Hopi exemplify a model of sustainable living rooted in respect for nature and a deep understanding of the delicate balance that sustains all life. The Hopi people, guardians of ancient traditions, face significant challenges in the wake of modernization. The encroachment of mainstream Western culture, technological advancements, and economic shifts have left an indelible mark on traditional Hopi life. The impact of modernization is most palpable in the realms of education, employment, and the preservation of cultural practices. The introduction of formal education systems has brought both opportunities and challenges to the Hopi. While education opens doors to new possibilities, it also poses the risk of diluting traditional knowledge and practices. The allure of employment opportunities outside the reservations, often necessitated by economic realities, has led to a dispersion of Hopi communities, contributing to a gradual erosion of the close-knit village life. Technological advancements have introduced new conveniences but have also disrupted traditional ways of communication and communal activities. The omnipresence of digital media, for instance, poses challenges to the oral transmission of cultural knowledge, a cornerstone of Hopi tradition. Balancing the benefits of modernization with the preservation of cultural integrity remains a delicate endeavor for the Hopi. In response to the challenges posed by modernization, the Hopi people have undertaken various initiatives to preserve and revitalize their rich cultural heritage. Educational programs within Hopi communities seek to integrate traditional knowledge into mainstream curricula, ensuring that younger generations are well versed in the customs, language, and spirituality of their ancestors. Efforts to revitalize Hopi culture extend to the arts as well. Traditional crafts, such as pottery, basketry, and Kachina doll carving, are actively promoted and taught within the community. Cultural events and ceremonies are celebrated with renewed vigor, serving as both educational tools for the youth and communal gatherings that strengthen the bonds of Hopi identity. The Hopi Cultural Preservation Office plays a pivotal role in documenting, archiving, and promoting Hopi traditions. Collaborations with academic institutions, museums, and cultural organizations provide platforms for the Hopi to share their stories with the wider world. These efforts reflect a commitment to adapt to changing circumstances while maintaining the essence of Hopi culture. The Hopi people navigate a complex landscape of contemporary challenges, ranging from socioeconomic issues to environmental concerns. Economic disparities within Hopi communities, limited employment opportunities, and inadequate infrastructure contribute to socioeconomic challenges. As the world around them evolves, the Hopi strive to balance economic development with the preservation of cultural values. Environmental challenges, including water scarcity and climate change, pose significant threats to traditional Hopi farming practices. The arid climate of the Southwest, coupled with changing weather patterns, impacts the availability of water for agriculture. The Hopi, with their deep connection to the land, are at the forefront of advocating for sustainable environmental practices and resilience in the face of climate-related challenges. Legal and political issues, including land rights and sovereignty, continue to be pressing concerns for the Hopi people. Striking a delicate balance between preserving their autonomy and engaging with external entities for economic and social development remains an ongoing challenge. Hopi prophecies are a cornerstone of their spiritual worldview, offering insights into the past, present, and future. Rooted in ancient oral traditions, these prophecies provide a framework for understanding the unfolding of events and the spiritual evolution of humanity. The Hopi prophecies are often associated with specific ceremonial cycles and symbolize the interconnectedness of the Hopi people with the broader cosmos. One of the most well-known Hopi prophecies is the Prophecy Rock, or Hopi Rock of Life, which is a petroglyph found in the Hopi Reservation. This rock carving is believed to depict two divergent paths, one leading to harmony and balance, and the other to chaos and destruction. Other prophecies speak of the emergence of different world ages and the role of the Hopi as stewards of the earth during these transitions. Historically, the Hopi prophecies have been closely linked to the challenges faced by the Hopi people, including periods of drought, conflicts with neighboring tribes, and the impact of European colonization. The prophecies have guided the Hopi in making important decisions and have provided a spiritual compass for navigating the complexities of their historical journey. The interpretation of Hopi prophecies requires a deep understanding of their symbolic language and cultural context. While some elements of the prophecies may be seen as specific to historical events, others are regarded as timeless spiritual teachings with broader applicability. In the modern world, Hopi prophecies are often interpreted as cautionary tales and guides for ethical living. The symbolism of the paths on Prophecy Rock, for instance, is seen as a metaphor for the choices humanity faces in maintaining harmony with the earth or succumbing to destructive behaviors. The prophecies emphasize the importance of balance, spiritual awareness, and a harmonious relationship with the natural world. Relevance is found in the Hopi prophecies' ability to foster environmental stewardship, social responsibility, and a sense of interconnectedness. As the world grapples with ecological crises, social inequalities, and global challenges, the wisdom embedded in the prophecies resonates as a timeless call to awaken to a more sustainable and harmonious way of life. The Hopi people actively engage in efforts to fulfill the prophecies by integrating traditional teachings into contemporary initiatives. Environmental sustainability and conservation play a central role, reflecting the Hopi commitment to stewardship of the earth. Hopi communities participate in water conservation projects, advocate for sustainable land use, and promote ecological awareness to align with the prophetic emphasis on balance. Cultural preservation efforts also contribute to the fulfillment of prophecies. Hopi elders and spiritual leaders work diligently to pass on traditional knowledge to younger generations, ensuring the continuity of cultural practices and spiritual values. Initiatives such as language revitalization programs, traditional arts education, and intergenerational storytelling contribute to the fulfillment of prophecies by preserving the cultural tapestry. Moreover, the Hopi engage in dialogue and collaboration with global communities to share their insights and perspectives. Recognizing the interconnectedness of all humanity, the Hopi actively participate in intercultural exchanges, educational outreach, and environmental partnerships, striving to contribute to the realization of a harmonious and balanced world. The Hopi people's deep-rooted connection to the environment is marked by profound reverence for the land and its natural resources. The arid landscapes of the American Southwest, where Hopi villages have flourished for centuries, are not merely the backdrop of their existence but sacred spaces intricately woven into their cultural and spiritual fabric. The mesas, canyons, and the flora and fauna that inhabit this region are regarded with respect and seen as essential components of their identity. The Hopi face contemporary environmental challenges that pose threats to their traditional way of life. Water scarcity, a critical concern in the arid Southwest, has intensified due to changing weather patterns and increased demand. This challenge directly impacts traditional Hopi farming practices, as agriculture relies on sustainable water sources. Climate change further exacerbates these issues, bringing about unpredictable weather patterns that disrupt the delicate balance required for successful cultivation. Mining activities near the Hopi reservation contribute to environmental degradation, affecting both water quality and land integrity. The extraction of natural resources, such as coal, raises concerns about the impact on ecosystems and the overall well-being of the Hopi people. Balancing economic needs with environmental preservation remains a complex challenge. In response to these environmental challenges, the Hopi people actively engage in initiatives aimed at promoting sustainability and protecting their natural surroundings. Water conservation efforts are central to these initiatives, with community-led projects focusing on efficient irrigation methods, rainwater harvesting, and the restoration of traditional water catchment systems. Cultivating heirloom crops that are well adapted to arid conditions is another sustainable agricultural initiative. By preserving and promoting native plant varieties, the Hopi enhance the resilience of their crops to changing environmental conditions. These efforts align with traditional agricultural practices that prioritize the careful stewardship of the land. Community-based conservation projects address broader environmental concerns. These initiatives involve partnerships with environmental organizations, educational institutions, and governmental agencies to develop strategies for mitigating the impact of mining activities, preserving biodiversity, and maintaining the ecological balance of the region. Moreover, the Hopi people actively participate in environmental advocacy on regional and national levels. Through collaboration with other indigenous communities and environmental organizations, the Hopi contribute their unique perspectives to global conversations on climate change, sustainability, and the importance of preserving traditional ecological knowledge. As we conclude this exploration of the Hopi people, there is a resounding call to action for the preservation and appreciation of their rich culture. It is imperative for individuals, communities, and society at large to recognize the intrinsic value of Hopi traditions and work collaboratively to ensure their continuity. By supporting initiatives that promote cultural preservation, sustainable practices, and environmental stewardship, we contribute to the vitality and resilience of the Hopi people and, in doing so, celebrate the diversity of human heritage. May this journey through the heart of Hopi culture inspire a commitment to cross-cultural understanding, environmental sustainability, and the preservation of the invaluable wisdom embedded in the traditions of the peaceful ones.